power itself is inherent. Okay? Kaso, yung specific laws, tax laws, must be legislated, must be enacted into law. So, this is also a mode of government cost distribution. Bakit sinabi natin na mode of government cost distribution? Saan ba napupunta yung mga taxes natin, class? Anyone? Do you have a idea kung saan napupunta ang taxes natin?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, for public expenditures po or expenses of the government po.
Yes, public expenditure or expenses of the government. As you can see, no, yung government natin may mga operations yan. And to finance its operation, okay, it needs funds. No? Kailangan niya ng funds. Saan niya kukunin yun? Sa ating mga taxes. Okay? Do you know that you also pay tax? You, even students? Okay. So, kayo ay tinatawag din na contributors. In a form of what? Ano ba yung mga usually mong binibili day to day? Ayan, sabi nga ni Christina, dun po sa pagbili. Okay. Check mo minsan yung resibo mo, right? There are products na ginagamit mo which has yung nakalakip na VAT. May value added. No? Kaya sabi mo, bakit ang mahal? Okay? Doon sa exclusive of VAT, mura lang. Bakit may dagdag na 12%? Because as a consumer, tayo ay required magbayad ng VAT. Kaso pinapatong lang doon sa price ng ating bibilihin. Okay? Or i-avail na product. So, okay na tayo doon with the definition. I hope nalinawan kayo. Para saan ba ang mga taxes natin? Okay, why is it a mode of government cost distribution? Okay. And dapat alam mo kung sino yung mga taxpayers mo. Ikaw. Okay, but in this subject, we will divide our taxpayers into individuals, okay, and corporations. Then it will be further divided. Okay, like for example, for individuals, pwedeng may mga Pilipino at nakatira sa Pilipinas. Okay? Ano ang tax liability ng mga yon? Mga Pilipino at nakatira sa Pilipinas. They are the so-called resident citizen of the Philippines. Okay? Parang ikaw, di ba? You are a resident of the Philippines. At the same time, you are a Filipino. O baka except si Daphne kasi mukha siyang Koreana, o pure Filipino ka naman. Meron din tayong mga as an individual, meron tayong mga non-resident citizen, meron din tayong non-resident alien. So pupunta tayo dyan later on. Okay? We will just introduce muna what is taxation. Okay? So taxation is a state power, inherent power, as I mentioned. Contribution from its subjects for public purpose already. Okay, saan ginagamit yung funds? For public use or public purpose. As a process, okay, there is a need for it to be legislated, yung mga taxes na ililevy to the taxpayers. And as a mode of cost distribution, sinabi nga natin, the burden, okay, ay the citizens. Dun sa sinasakupan ng isang government. Or burden to its subjects. Who are the subjects? Sa ating taxpayers who are benefited by its spending. Later on, you will learn of the theories and principles governing taxation. Okay. Ma'am, pwede ko po bang gamitin as a defense? Kung tumatawid sa road na yan, bakit kailangan po magbayad ng tax? Is there such thing? Okay, sagutin natin mamaya. Theory of taxation, it says that every government provides a vast array of public services, including defense, public order, safety, health, education, social protection, among others. So, even if you are not using a specific infrastructure, take note, yung safe kang naglalakad dyan sa inyong barangay. Or yung nakakapasok ka ng school, na hindi ka nababangga ng mga sasakyan dyan. Protection from the government? Yes. Okay. Yun yung kumbaga indirect benefit mo out of the services and the activities performed by the government. So, nakakapag-aral ka, especially those students na nag-aral sa mga public schools, state universities. So, those are subsidized by the government. So, alam mo na kung saan napupunta. Okay, yung mga taxes. Yan, public order and safety. Siguro hindi ka aware sometimes, no? Pero, we observe that. So, system of government is also indispensable to every society. Okay? Government is the one leading the people. Government is the one implementing yung mga policies and procedures for us to have what? To make sure yung public welfare natin. Without it, the people will not relish the benefits of a civilized and orderly society. So, every state needs a government. However, ito binanggit na rin natin kanina, that the government cannot function. Cannot function without, of course, yung funding natin from its people. And we call that, yung taxation, through taxation. Anong tawag natin yon? The theory of taxation. The government's necessity of funds, for it to do its job, we call the theory of taxation. Ano naman po yung basis? A basis of taxation. Kung ang government kailangan ng funds for it to operate, what is basis naman of taxation? It says here, there is a mutuality. Mutuality between the people and the government. Tingnan ko lang yung chat. Yes, the mutual relationship. Government providing what? Public services to the people, while the people, they are the ones providing taxes. That's why form of cost distribution, yun ang tawag natin dito. It provides taxes to the government. So, hindi tayo parasite as a member of the society, no? We give something to the government, and as an exchange, the government provides public services to its people. Yun nga, yung question natin kanina. Ma'am, hindi ko naman ginagamit yung road na yan, ay yung bridge na yan, kasi meron po akong airplane. So, I use, or as a mode of transportation, by air ako, sabi mo gano'n. Or nagbabangka po kami, hindi kami nag-bridge, gano'n. Take note, there is a presumed benefit received on the part of the people. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, yung simpleng pagtawid mo dyan sa road, na hindi ka nababangga. That's a protection from the government. So, tandaan nyo yan, ha? A person cannot use as defense. Sasabihin niya na, wala naman ako natatanggap na benepisyo from the government. Nagbabayad ako ng taxes. Pero kung saan napupunta? Right? There is a presumed benefit received. So, theories of cost allocation naman tayo. Again, kanina, sabi natin, it is a mode of allocating government cost. What are the two theories na ginagamit natin in taxation? Okay? Benefit received theory. Anong ibig sabihin ng benefit received theory? Dito din din yung subject natin. The benefit received theory presupposes that the more benefit one receives from the government, the more taxes he should pay. Okay? Kung ikaw, marami kang nare-receive from the government daw, okay, more taxes should be paid by you. Paano kaya natin i-observe yun? Paano ba natin ma-measure kung magkano or anong extent ng benefit ang nare-receive ng tao? Right? How about the ability to pay theory? Medyo choppy po kasi sa akin. Baka it's on your connection kasi ikaw lang yung choppy lang sa'yo. Hindi ko na ni-record. Ability to pay theory presupposes that taxation should consider the taxpayer's ability. Okay? Kung wala ka namang means to pay, no? Why would the government levy you high tax? That's why later on, no, you will learn that yung mga earner or yung mga professionals, okay, with higher income, no, they belong to the bracket which is imposed higher taxes. Okay? Mas mataas yung tax na binabayaran nila because they earn more. They have the ability to pay more. Right? So, those who have more should be taxed more. Okay? If they benefit less from the government, those who have less shall contribute less, even if they receive more of the benefits from the government. So, we are more on the number 2. But both are also used as theory in taxation. Okay? Aspects of ability to pay. Let's expand yung number 2 natin. Hindi ko pa ginagalaw yung ito because comparison agad yung nagsimula, yung start chan. Okay, these are the 3 inherent powers of the state. Okay. Ma'am, there's a good question here. Okay. Is it unfair po ba? Okay. Is it unfair po ba? You know what? Ang taxation natin, hindi lang siya cost distribution, but also wealth distribution. Okay? So, hindi naman siya unfair. Again, okay? Benefit received theory, or rather, okay, when you say conclusive, it is, diba, cannot be rebutted that each person receives benefit. Okay? So, given na yan. However, okay, this is all distribute the wealth as well. Okay? And putting effort to the less, what do you call them? Yung mga mas nangangailangan. Okay? So, it's not that unfair. So, yung mga nagbabayad ng taxes, sabi nga nila, okay, bakit naman ganun? Sa kanila lahat. Ito yung term sa mahihirap lahat. Bakit naman ganun? Okay, wealth distribution. Wealth distribution and ability to pay theory. If you can pay more, then pay more. Okay? Sa tingin niyo po ba, nagkakaroon po ba ng equal and just way of distributing wealth na nagaganap sa bansa natin? Okay? I think yes. Kasi if you can see, okay, those who have more are taxed more. And those who have less are taxed less. Okay? That will be better explained by how we put taxes or impose taxes, okay, to one's ability to pay. Yung vertical equity at saka horizontal equity natin. Okay? Kasi ginugroup din natin ng tao. Okay? By grouping them, we can know kung magkano ang tax. Ano ba yung applicable tax sa kanila. Okay? So, sige. Pero, ito lang ha, in my opinion. Okay? Yung mga nasa gitna, sila usually yung kawawa. Okay? Kasi kapag mataas ang iyong income, you cannot feel as well na mataas yung tax mo. But for the average, dun mas malaki yung impact. I hope we can jump to the analysis of your tax table. Ma-observe mo doon. Okay, kung ano na yung naging effect ng bago nating law. You know your train law, that's the amending law sa ating NIRC. Previously NIRC, but there are certain provisions, particular provisions amended, and nakita yung effect sa mga medium earners, yung mga nasa gitna, middle earners. Vertical equity, that's the first one. It presupposes that the extent of one's ability to pay is directly proportional to the level of his tax base. Do you know what is the tax base? That is your basis, no, ng tax na ipapataw sa'yo. Or in short, yan yung taxable income mo. Okay? Taxable income. Right? For example, A has 200,000 income while B has 400,000. Sino yung mas itatax natin? Knowing na the base of, the income of B is higher than A. Okay? Yes. We will tax B more. That's ability to pay. Vertical. Tama? In proportion to the level of income. How about your horizontal equity? When you say horizontal equity, it requires consideration of particular circumstance of the taxpayer. Dito na pumapasok yung tinatawag natin na equity. Okay? For example, A and B, para silang may income na 300,000. So same. Supposed to be. Okay? They should be taxed the same. Right? However, sabi dito, A is single without a child, while B married of 4 children. In taxing income, the government should tax A more because A has greater capacity to contribute since he has no dependents. Okay, to support. B has less capacity to contribute considering the support requirements of his dependents. Okay, so, dito, sa example na to, tinignan yung circumstance, personal circumstance. Okay, nung dalawang taxpayer. Kaso lang, class. No? One of the major amendments of train law, okay, ay tinanggal yung tinatawag na deduction, no, for dependents. Okay, dati kasi, kung isa kang head of the family and you have dependents, meron tayong basic personal exemption. I think that's 50,000. Tapos pag may mga dependents ka, 25,000 ang deduction kada isa. So, na-minimize yung taxable income mo. Okay? Dati yun in NIRC. Pero pagdating na train law, anong ginawa? Okay. To simplify that, anong ginawa? Kahit may dependent ka, hindi ka pwedeng mag-claim ng basic exemption. Okay? Wala nang 50,000 and 25,000 ngayon. Ano nang ginawa? Okay, under the train law, tinaasan. Okay, tinaasan yung annual income exempted sa income tax. Okay? ginawa ng 250,000. So if you are earning less than 250,000 a year, okay, then you are exempted from income tax. So vertical equity is the gross concept. So generally, no, this is what we follow. Okay, but horizontal equity, we look at the circumstances. Business A and business B. Para silang kumikita ng ganitong amount of sales or level of sales. However, itong si company A, mas magastos, as to production, okay, and all other business expenses. Mas magastos siya. Okay, so ang net niya, mas mababa kaysa kay B. Naintindihan? So ano yung itatax natin? Sila bang dalawa? The same? Or hindi? Tingnan natin yung net. Okay? Just an example na. Tingnan natin yung net. Right? We should tax, okay, their net income. No? Their net income. Considering yung mga business transactions din nila. Especially the business expenses. Diba? Lifeblood doctrine. We proceed to that. Bakit siya tinawag na lifeblood doctrine of the government? Because as we said kanina, these taxes are essential and indispensable. We cannot omit. Okay? Bakit? Bakit natin hindi pwedeng i-remove ang taxes? Do you think the government, no? Meron ba siyang ipapasahod dun sa mga policemen natin? Okay? We make sure na yung general welfare natin and public safety are being implemented. Okay? Siguro ang daming gulo. Okay? Do you think the government can accessible transportation and the infrastructure? Okay? Kung wala siguro ba? Right? So, ang daming factors na pwedeng hindi magawa because of non-funding. That's why there is a need for collection of taxes, imposition and collection of taxes. Okay, this is a jurisprudence. This is a actual case though, wherein prove yung kahalagahan ng taxes. And according to this case, taxes are essential and indispensable. Let's go to the implication of the lifeblood doctrine. Basahin nyo to, but I will just read it through kasi na-mention na natin siya kanina. There is no need of constitutional provision or grant. Okay? Again, it exists inherently. It's part of a state. So claims for tax exemption are construed against taxpayers. Okay? Pag tayo nag-claim ng tax exemption, if there is any doubt as to talaga bang exempted ka or hindi, take note, it is construed against you. You claiming for tax exemption. Why? We are pro-collection. We are pro-funds for the government. Naintindihan? Okay? So, it is construed. What is construed? Against the taxpayer. I mean, if there is any doubt, okay, the government favors funding over exemption of the taxpayer. Okay, exemption. The government reserves the right to choose the objects of taxation. Yes, it has the power. Kaya nga, kailangan niya ng kaya the Congress, okay, may right to enact these tax laws and select its subjects, okay, or objects. By the way, hindi lang tao ang tinataksan natin. Even transfer of properties. Okay. Yes. Consumption. This is an object. Okay. Sales transaction, transfers of properties. Ayan. Those are objects of taxation. Meaning, okay, sila yung source. Pwedeng maging source of these funds. Baka puputol-putol ako kasi malulabat na ako. But let's continue. Okay. The courts are not allowed to interfere with the collection of taxes. Okay. Kilala mo ba ang tatlong branch ng government natin? Sino yan? Tatlo. I mentioned legislative already. Habang nag-charge ako, i-check mo nga dyan. Okay? Kung ano pa yung branches of the government. Kasi binanggit dito yung courts. According to them, they cannot interfere. Okay? Hindi nga. Yes, that's right. Ako makapag-charge. Okay, so we have executive, judiciary, and legislative. Very good. When mag-charge. Okay. So, according to them, kasi si judiciary, ang power na lang is to interpret yung mga laws passed by the Congress or by the legislature. Okay? The one who makes tax laws, who enacts tax laws, okay, ay yung ating legislative department. So, it is vested, okay, to the legislative department. So, in income taxation, income received in advance is taxable upon receipt. Okay, so dito, we use a cash basis. No, cash basis. Kunyari, okay, ikaw ay nagbenta on account. Are you going to subject that to tax? Yes, then. Kasi it is a sale. Okay. However, kaya naka-receive ka naman ng cash, pero hindi mo pa na-render yung service, di ba? In accounting, nagkakaroon tayo ng receivable. Ay, mali. Nagkakaroon tayo ng unearned income. Okay, kasi na-receive na natin. Tama. But it's still unearned because we haven't rendered the service. Okay? So, hindi pa natin na-render yung service, wala pa tayong accrued income sa accounting. But here in taxation, the case is different. No? Even if there is no accrued income, no accrual of income, okay, we have to tax the taxpayer receiving no a certain sales, okay? Because in taxation that is considered income, right? Not when cash is not when the services is approved, or not when income is earned, okay? But when is the um, cash received. Ayan. So, magkaiba in accounting. Meron pa nung dito, clarification. Ano po yung constitutional grant? You visit your constitution, meaning stating that the power of taxation is ano, vested in the government. Although there is explicit statement there, provision there that may power to tax ang government. Okay, there is no need. Sabihin, pag question ng mga taxpayer yung pag-i-impose ng tax. Bakit kayo nag-i-impose ng tax? Under the Constitution, wala namang provision doon na dapat kayong kumuha ng taxes from your people, from the society, from the citizens, no? Ng isang government. Okay? The taxpayers cannot do that. No, yung mga questioning taxpayers cannot do that. Alright? It comes with the government, the state rather. Taxes or taxation, the power of taxation is inherent in every state. So meaning, even if no constitutional provision stating na ang government may right to collect taxes, kahit walang ganun, they can collect taxes. Naintindihan? Okay. Okay lang ba yun? Nakuha yun. Hanggang dito tayo. Deduction for capital expenditures and prepayments is not allowed as effectively defers the collection of tax. Kasi again, pro-collection tayo. For a while, ayan, na-charge. Ayan. Wait lang kasi mamamatay na. Bala na si Ma'am Rose Ann pag namatay yung aking laptop. Ayan. So, for deductions and capital expenditure, deduction for capital expenditures and prepayments. Okay, like for example, nagbayad ka ng insurance, no? And there is a prepayment, advance payment of the insurance of the company. Okay, ano na lang ba para mas madali yung maintindihan? Prepayment for water utilities, for example. So, nagbayad ka in advance. Can you claim that as a deduction? No. Kung sa income, no, pag natanggap mo na, kahit hindi mo pa income, taxable na yun. Kapag expense naman, okay, kahit hindi pa siya expense, or kahit hindi ka pa nakapagbayad, that you incurred the expense, the deduction, yes. Pero kapag nagbayad ka na, pero hindi pa siya expense. Okay? What is that? Pag meron kang prepayment sa kuryente or sa tubig, for example, okay, can you charge that as a deduction? Ano ba yung tinutukoy kong deduction class? Kasi di ba we are taxed on the net, sabi ko sa inyo. We have the gross income. Okay? Ibabawas natin yung allowable deductions, yung mga business expenses na na-incur ni business. Okay? Yan ang matitira yung ating katawag na taxable income. So, ngayon, paano naman kung nagbayad ako ng water utilities, not only for this month, but also for the next month? Kailan ko po ibabawas yung binayad ko? Is it now na nagbayad ako this month or sa next month? Okay? Ang sabi dito, prepayment is not allowed. Deduction of prepayment is not allowed. I hope you're getting my point. No? Okay? Yung binayad mo ngayon for next month, huwag mo munang i-claim as deduction. Kailan mo i-claim? Next month, pag na-incur mo na. Okay? Pag na-incur mo na. Letter C, a lower amount of deduction is preferred when a claimable expense is subject to limit. No? You will observe that pag pumunta na tayo sa mga tax rules natin. Okay? Makikita mo doon, whichever is lower, blah, blah. Right? Because again, pro-taxation tayo. A higher tax base is preferred when tax objects have multiple tax bases. So, in short, these rules ay adhering to the necessity of taxation or taxes or necessity of funds. So, the more funds, mas gusto natin. We favor to that desire to collect taxes. Okay? Yung progressive tax system, later mo yan matututunan, Mr. Ronaldo. Okay. That's a different concept. Alright? So I hope na-review ka ano yung mga inherent powers of the state. Okay. Please look at the difference as to the exercising authority, as to the purpose, why we have this taxation, this police power, this eminent domain, persons affected, okay, amount of imposition. Tingnan mo yung amount of imposition. Okay. Pagdating sa taxation, it is unlimited. Okay? Unlimited. No? So, depende sa need ng government. Okay? That's why ganito na nagkakaroon ng a general appropriation, tama? Meaning, the Congress will determine the overall budget. I mean, not the Congress, yung assigned, yung government agency assigned on budget, BBM. They will create this general appropriation. Yung general appropriation na yun yung kailangan nilang i-raise na fund for next year. Understood? Okay? Then, yun yung i-communicate sa mga revenue officers sa BIR. Okay, Bureau of Internal Revenue. This is the amount that you have to raise. Okay? Dahil ito yung budget. Ito yung need, okay, for next year. That's how we determine yung taxes natin. Okay? Importance. Tingnan nyo naman yung importance. Okay? That na yung non-internet is inferior to non-internet. And taxation also ay merong constitutional and inherent limitations. So, isa-isahin natin yun. Yung mga constitutional and inherent limitations. Take note, okay, the constitutional provision, okay, need not, or there is no need of any constitutional provision for the tax power to be vested. Okay? But we can limit the power of taxation. Yun yung pinaprovide ni Constitution. Certain limitations. Okay? Kasi pwedeng maging kasi yung mga may klase na go ahead. Tapusin ko lang. Yung babalik naman tayo dito. Continue reading by the way. Stop ko na dito. Doon tayo next step. Similarities, differences. So, itutuloy natin yan. Scope and the limitations. Right? I hope, nalinawan with the taxation. Okay? As a lifeblood document, as a state power, as a process, and as a cost distribution. Go ahead na yung mga By the way, asan na yung mga estudyanteng iba? Baka wala na dyan. Tuloy na next meeting. And we will give you assignment for sure. No? Ngayong araw. Pwede po ba makita kung anong cover ng book? Hindi ko alam yung kulay ngayon, but previously it's black and yellow. Kasi ngayon ay luma yung hawak ko. Wala pa kaming bagong libro. Okay? But i-avail nyo yung pinaka-latest and sa book. Raise your question now. Kung may tanong. Tuloy natin ng Monday. So Monday, again, we will have online class. Alright. Wala na? Okay, sige. Pag wala ng tanong, I will now end this meeting. Okay, please wait for your assignment. Chapter 1, assignment. Pag wala ng tanong, hard ka na lang dyan. Class. Yung attendance nyo sa susunod ko, i-check ha. Ending the meeting. And skip safe.